Okay, guys, this is 3003 Sunland. Very well established neighborhood, relatively quiet street. I don't think you'll have a lot of traffic coming up and down here outside of like people that live here. It's not a main thoroughfare by any means. The street is on a slope, so it's higher up there than it is down here. Um, that is what has led to a lot of settling in this neighborhood. But I did a walk around this house. I didn't see any indication that there is any. They are doing audio visual recording, so I'll be very careful what I say in this video since they can't hear us. But let's walk you around and let you guys know what I see. A few minor repairs, but outside of that, looks like normal wear and tear. House looks like it's been very well maintained. Sorry, there's my truck, guys. I did notice right here, looks like there's a little bit of an interesting hip issue with the shingles. Nothing that we can't have a roofer come and check out. Walking up right through here. And then again, just a little damage up here, but all this is very easy to be fixed. Just looks like they had put drywall up there at some point in time. So that just needs to come off. Okay, so here's your main entryway. Leads right into the kitchen. In the living room. You've got two bedrooms over here, and then your master is over here off to the side. So let's just start right here in the kitchen. Kind of has that old oak cabinets. Nice little countertops. This is that solid surface stuff. You can kind of tell, like right through here. I forget what solid surface actually is, but it's kind of like a marble equivalent at the end of the day. Really nice laminate. Cabinets look like they're all in really good shape. Nothing's hanging. Got what looks like a light right up here. They did these drop ceilings quite a bit, so that's very common for this home style. And then this would basically double for your pantry right here. This goes right into your dining room. Kind of a lower ceiling in the dining room. It kind of steps up right here into the living room. With your fireplace. I did not get a good look at this earlier. I cannot tell if this is a gas igniter or not, but I do believe this to be a wooden fireplace. I do not see any kind of ignition system or anything in it, so it would just be an old school regular fireplace. Sometimes they have keys and stuff on them, but I don't see anything there. This house looks like it had paneling at one point in time, and they've just kind of painted over the panels. Did a very good job, though, of brightening up the space. Okay. There's your return for your AC. AC looks like it's pretty new. I'm guessing that this heater's been replaced as well. It's the same matching brand. I'm sure we can get the year on that, but all of this is relatively new. Okay, this is bedroom one. They're using this as an office. Looks like they've got a really nice high quality laminate floor down here. Decent sized little closet. And into the guest bathroom. They've definitely done some modern fixtures. Some things they kind of left a little old school, but really like that light bar right there. Love the more modern fixture. This white stuff is pretty typical. For down here, we have very hard water, so there can be a lot of caliche buildup. I believe this house did have a water softener, which is going to be very, very important. So we'll need to make sure that is actually staying with the house, or if not, arrange to get your own, because they are very, very important down here in this area. Okay, bedroom number 2. Again, nice quality laminate flooring. I'm not sure if this is a queen or a twin. It doesn't look quite big enough to be a queen, but there's still a lot of space in here. You can easily get a queen and still have plenty of space. And the closet that kind of walks all the way through, so it's kind of like a double closet at the end of the day. So you can see the 2 doors right here. Nothing that I can see of concern, like within the roof or anything leaking, best I could tell. From this side, let's go ahead and walk on through. Back to the living room area. So right on the other side of the living room, you've got your washer dryer. Laundry room is ginormous. You can see they've got plenty of space over here. They've got the litter box, they've got their vacuums and everything. There's a lot of space here. You could easily put a table there if you wanted like a nice little folding table. It looks like it's in pretty good shape in here too. A little bit of a paint where they were testing colors, it looks like. And into the master. Again, on both sections, the carpet looks like it's in pretty good shape. I don't see any massive stains or anything at this point in time. This is definitely a king bed. Everything looks really, really good in here. This house has plenty of space for that. You can see they've got the windows in there and still have room. Let's see the closet. I did not check that out. Yeah, nice little walk through, walk in. Looks like he's a big Texas fan. We'll try not to hold it against him. Okay. Once again, we've got modern fixtures in your double vanity. I will say this bathroom is a little smaller than you might expect. It could still fit 2 people, but it is going to be tight. This is a first for me. I've never had a ceiling fan in the middle of the bathroom before, so that one's new. Really, really nice shelves right here. Toilet's kind of all off to its own. Then you've got the shower. Basically just a shower surround. These are kind of pieces that all kind of come out. Can't tell if that's a little crack or not. Okay. Well, let's go check out the outside real quick. Actually, take that back. Let's go into the garage. So there is a little crack here in the garage, and that definitely kind of indicates a little bit of movement. This is not, however, uncommon. This is very, very common for our entire area, much less this. Nothing to be concerned about, in my opinion, on that. I see absolutely no indications of any kind of movement anywhere else on this house, which is nice. House does have a water softener. Another reason why I wanted to grab my flashlight is because right in here, I don't know if you can see this right now, but it looks like all of the lines, the water lines, are copper. Why that's important is that this era of house was sometimes built with something called polybutylene piping, and it doesn't appear that any of that is in this house that I can easily tell, which is a really, really good thing. So that's kind of why I wanted to bring your attention to that. Some of the houses that we look at, especially built in the 80s and the early 90s, are going to have that. So it's just kind of nice to know that it's either there or it's been replaced. My plumbers always say it's not a matter of if it leaks, just when. But again, this house doesn't have that. At some point in time, this is your gas line. So at some point in time, this line was replaced. You can see right here where they abandoned this one and they kind of redid another one. I'm not sure why that is. It's not uncommon whenever you turn these off for them to potentially create leaks. So maybe it was just from a house sitting vacant for a little while before they had purchased it. Again, all the brickwork looks really, really good. I haven't seen any cracks or anything. There's some minor areas that need to be painted. This will have to be done for our loan. But again, these are very, very easy things to do. Nothing to be worried about. Just brought to your attention. Okay. They've got the shed over here and this cool little patio. This patio area is really, really cool. I like that a lot. You can kind of set up a nice little pergola or something. So the reason why I know that this has been recently done with refrigerated air is that mark right there. All of this is very common with a home that's had a swamp cooler or an evaporative cooler where it has leaked. So this is obviously leaked on this roof, making this roof definitely older than the AC. We do see a little bit of damage right here. That's probably from the patching the hole. So we may need to have like a roofer just come in here and kind of check that out. A little bit of issues with the flashing and stuff right there. And then that looks like it's probably underneath the shingles. Probably needs a little bit of flashing there too. So I'm not a roofer, but I could see a few things that a roofer may need to have it checked out. Outside of that, doesn't look too bad. Grass is a huge premium down here. So if you can get a yard this nice, it's very, very cool. A lot of people have a hard time getting the watering to get that taken care of. And then your alleyway. So the alleyway, the reason I bring this up is because it is shared trash. So all of your trash will go into that one. That they do one of these cans for like every 4 houses. So you'll have that as well. If you guys think of any questions, let me know. I walked around the exterior of the bricks of the home just to kind of make sure there were no cracks or, again, any kind of settling. But almost the entire house looks like it's in great shape as far as the bricks. I don't see any kind of damage on any of this. And it looks like this almost all the way around. I think I found one broken brick period over here on this side. You got some cables hanging here. This is literally cable though from like the satellite dish or TDS. All that can go whenever they put in a new service. So nothing at all to be concerned with there. So cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to log off. You guys let me know what you think.